This is RackCity. Our app is for bikers, but more specifically, biking fanatics or commuters who have bikes worth enough to buy a location tracking chip for them. Bikers can use location tracking for many purposes, but our app currently focuses on two: bike security and a way to connect the massive network of bikers that already exists. There are a few existing apps that aim to provide the same benefits, but they all have their issues. Simple location tracking devices like the Tile don't give you notifications when something is missing. SpyBike requires cell signal, which is not reliable. SpyLamp 2 is a pretty reliable security system, but it doesn't have a companion mobile app, so it has no other features and it could be a lot easier to use. And then there's BikesBike, which is really similar to RackCity, but their website has been hijacked and they're extremely behind on their promised release date. None of the existing applications notify users if the chip has been disabled, and there's no app that uses location tracking for all the functions that bikers want. And so we created RackCity. RackCity connects you to a location tracking chip, light, and alarm system that you put on your bike. Here it is in the lovely Sonoma simulator. We'll get to the mobile app in a minute, but first a journey back in time. Our original idea was just to have security features, but we quickly realized from user testing that bikers want more than security. Location tracking can and should be used for a lot more than preventing bike theft, and user testing gave us valuable insight into what sorts of features our target audience thinks are important and what they think is pointless. For example, we originally planned to have a section in the app that showed nearby bike shops using Yelp, but no one thought that was really useful since there's already a Yelp app and they know what bike shops they want to go to. So here's where we are today. The first screen allows users to create an account. Then it lets you know that the phone and the device have been paired up, and you see a map with the chip's current location. Before you start writing all over creation, you should go to the My Bike screen and save the name, model, year, color, size, and a picture of all of your bikes. You can add as many bikes as you want, but make sure to set the one with the chip on it to be your current bike. Then you can control the light and alarm from the phone or from the actual devices. If you want to coordinate a group ride, all you have to do is turn ride sharing on and select some of your friends. The map will show their current locations, and you can zoom in and out to see as much detail as you need. The group ride tab also allows for privacy when you want it. Your location is only shared if you check Allow Friends to access my location. Right now, I have 3 friends showing up here, but if I go to the Add or Remove Friend screen, you can see that one of my friends, Bertha, is hiding her location. You can delete friends from this tab, and they'll stop showing up as options for your group rides. But if you start to miss them, you can always add them back as long as you add a registered user. Now say you're going to lunch with a friend and need to lock your bike up. Do everything as normal and open up the app. With a single click, you can tell the chip to sense unwanted movement and immediately alert you via text message that your bike has been stolen. The light and alarm can be customized to turn on or stay off if your bike is stolen to bring attention to the scene. But if you can't make it to your bike in time, the mobile app streamlines the process to report a missing bike. All you have to do is select which bike is missing and hit send. We originally planned to have a section of all bikes reported as missing in your area by other users, but bikers said they wouldn't care about a missing bike unless it was theirs or a friend's. So instead, we send an email to your friends with your bike's information, as well as a link to a webpage that shows your bike's current location, so they can help you track it down. As long as the chip is on, you'll know where your bike is, and if the chip is disabled or runs out of battery, you'll get a text message. If you get your bike back, you can mark it as found and go back to using the app as normal. We had a few implementation challenges. One was that we wanted to make this a social app, so we needed a way to allow users to interact with each other. This is not easy in the Sonoma simulator, but instead of faking the group ride feature, we created a web server with Django that uses a Postgres database to store usernames and their locations. It's deployed on Heroku, and we even put up a simple web page to make our project more realistic. This is what the app interacts with to get friends' locations. As for what works and what doesn't, almost everything we implemented works the way we intended. The only thing we really didn't do was make it so you can select who to send the missing bike report emails to. It just sends it to the email you enter in the first screen right now. And because we use the Twilio API for text, it's only possible to send alerts to your phone if you give Twilio permission to text you. As for future plans, there's a lot that could be improved and several features we wished we had time to add. The first is a fully implemented user system with passwords and sessions to make it secure. The second is a ride tracking system like Strava. Third, we would like to add crash reports that would be sent to friends if the chip detected that you had been in an accident. We learned from user testing that the latter 2 of these would be very useful to the target user group, and the first would be necessary for security. All in all, we have a good start, and with the server already partially set up, there's a lot of room for RackCity to grow should any of us want to continue with it.